Good afternoon. I'm Dave Lewis. I was just a worker bee for Larry for about 20 years. Met him in 1974 when one of my neighbors took the the iron gratings off my front basement windows and sold them to Larry. And I went up there and immediately Larry knew what I was there for and sold them back to me at cost. But in that meeting, since I was new to Soulard, this is back in 74 or 75, he asked me if I had a house yet, and I was in the process of getting it, and this started a whole cascade of questions that Larry was always real eager to help me with. And I was inspired not by just the way he was running his warehouse, but his vision to salvage everything. And so that's what I helped him with. When they took everything down from what they call it, the Market Square renovation, which was actually just a demolition downtown, I came in at about the point that they were starting to remove artifacts from the Buddha building, and but I worked on a number of projects, and I'm just going to list them real quick because they'll bring back memories to people. I see people here who were involved in a lot of them. The Title Guarantee Building, the Buddha building, I spent the summer of 1988 at State Hospital removing the entrances and the lions freezes on either side of the doors. I spent the following Thanksgiving weekend taking down the Granada Theater, starting way up high and working all the way down to the sidewalk. We took a couple field trips to Chicago and salvaged a lot of terracotta off of theaters up there. We worked for 3 days to get these huge panels down. They're like 30 feet high and 10 feet wide, and we had them all banded up on the ceiling, on the roof of the building we were working off of. And on the fourth day we went up there, we found little fragments of those pieces that we spent 3 days getting down. Somebody had stolen everything. So we spent the next day looking for them unsuccessfully. We took the other two panels down, and they're here somewhere, I'll bet you. Hanley Junior High School, the cast iron storefronts. We did a lot of cast iron storefronts, but they weren't big, long, month-long projects. They were just a busy morning for us. The warehouses and factory, the public service company at Park and 39th Street was a project that lasted. It was all our extra days for about 2 years. And I have yet to find the big power hammer we got out of there. That was a project. We also spent a couple of years building these trucks you see behind us that Larry found and repurposed them, put this trolley boom on this one. And I guess I'm proud to say I painted the thing. And one of the worst jobs I see is still out there in the yard. Charlie Powell hooked us up with 3 streets that had been built through East St. Louis to the ferries that preceded Eads Bridge. And I can't read my writing here. But anyhow, I always had a feeling, a sense of purpose in working with Larry, because he had the vision for the future, and after lunch every day we'd sit and talk for a few minutes, and slowly it unfolded, and he had a vision for something over here, but I didn't know what it was, and I actually left his employ 28 years ago, before this was a reality, but apparently he had it cooking in the back of his mind. I've only been here twice, and it certainly didn't look like this. But in the course of that time, you know, I found that we agreed on politics and engineering, and one of the big things was learning the architectural terms. For Christmas one year, he gave me an architectural dictionary, and I haven't quite got all the words yet, but I still work on it from time to time. But every day pretty much was fun, even if it was awful cold, because we didn't have but a wood heater at 39th Street, but we still worked every day. I don't think we ever missed a day. I think we kind of kept each other propped up because we enjoyed each other's company. And I want to mention that Larry had his tragedies in the time I knew him. He lost his stepdad, his mom, his brother, and then John the welder had a son, Eric, who worked with us a lot, and lost him too. They were pretty close. But, you know, in talking about tragedies, we need to remember Larry lost people too. But I don't have much to say beyond that. And if I can ever find Greg Romberg, I've got a message for him too. Thank you.